Hello, hello, and welcome to another update video about BNB. Yeah, BNB pushed a little higher, didn't do much, even though Bitcoin was rallying quite a bit. That can, of course, change at the moment. The structure isn't doing anything surprising. You will remember if you watched the last video that I indicated to you that as long as the price doesn't break above $235, I will favor one more low. But of course, if we see a break above 235, then we can start to track really maybe a new uptrend that can take us to $400 plus. Indicated that potential in the last few videos and over the last few weeks really. So overall, we're still tracking an overall bullish scenario for BNB. Downside structure looks again incomplete. It looks like a 3-wave move. It's not a 5-wave move. We've got a problem at the moment around the crypto market really. The majority of coins, not the majority of coins, but some of the coins just basically would do great to have another low, basically. So that always, we've had that before, and the prices have kept dropping, right, eventually. So while larger corrective rallies are always possible, we just need to be mindful that the downside pathway hasn't changed. This here could just be a C wave, which I indicated in the last video to you that, you know, if we see a break of that price channel higher, we could simply see a more extended ABC correction here, or depending on how the subdivisions develop, it could be a WXY structure. But at the moment, it might be reasonable to count that as an ending diagonal, this C wave, as a 5-wave move. If you're interested in the micro count, my take would be that this is a 1, 2. This could be a 3, this could be a 4, and this could be a 5. Or this is still within wave 3 of C. So it is still possible for it to push a little higher. I think I gave you the 1-to-1 ratio level as one of the possible C-wave targets in the last video. And that is here at basically $234. Now it doesn't need to get all the way up there, but a break above it together with a break above the previous swing high of 235 would certainly suggest something more bullish. So, but then we would need to wait for the first deeper pullback anyway for the stress test, because far too often in the last few months, the cryptos that showed potential 1-2 setups to the upside, eventually they failed. And that's why we need to take a bit more of a cautious approach. But if you zoom out, you can see that we have come very, 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 very close to the overall target range down there. And that we are basically in this entire move down in which we track a C wave, we're very much at the end, okay? We're very much at the end. So the reward to risk ratio to the upside is here very favorable. So yeah, that's sort of the situation in which we are. However, a break below 184 could unlock the red wave count that can take us to 120 to 150. But first of all, we're going to see if the $184 level is holding. That's a key pivot point because the $184 level is the June 22 low. And as long as this level isn't breaking, we can count this as a 1-2 setup. We can see that on the long-term BNB chart that we're sharing as well, which indicates a more bullish potential long-term. So there you go. So on the BNB chart, you can see that, come on. Okay, so that we primarily see this wave 4 as complete in June 22 with a wave 5 to come. Notably though, this wave 2 pullback of wave 5 is very, very deep. It is too deep to be reliable. So that's why we've got here the potential that we could just reset wave 4 a little lower. That's absolutely possible. That's absolutely possible. We haven't come very deep into the long-term support area. Long-term support goes down, you know, if it really needs to, all the way to $68. I'm not primarily watching for the price to get there, but that 120 level that I just indicated is here the 38.2 fib level. That's key long-term support. $119, basically 120. But first of all, we need to be watching if a first impulse can emerge from here. And then overall in the next bull run, you know, maybe we are starting it. It's a bit too early to say, right? But if it starts, it should start from here because this is a key pivotal area. I mean, below $184, it will reset wave 4. At the moment, we are coming down so close, getting so close to that key pivot point that the reward to risk ratio is really favorable from here. But we haven't seen a small impulse on the smaller time frame to really suggest that a low has been established. That's still outstanding. but the lower time frame wave count is definitely interesting, and all-time high targets point towards the region around $1,300. Now, it's a bit too early to talk about that really, but we just need to be mindful when cryptos turn, they turn quickly. But I haven't got any evidence that the downtrend is over yet. Okay, so the potential for a reset of wave 4 is definitely there until we see a first impulse to the upside and a wave 3 pullback. Sorry, a third wave, an ABC 3-wave pullback. So yeah, that's basically the update. Key is to understand that 184 level, that's the key pivot point, make or break point for a more direct pathway to the upside. A break below it would just reset this larger degree wave 4 that you've seen in the red wave count on the shorter time frame that could send us down to 120 roughly. Okay, that's my update about BNB. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.